Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to this Saturday live reading. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're doing good. I don't know, I feel a pretty good energy coming through today. So I thought I would come online and do a live reading. I don't have a lot to channel today. So sometimes if you're new to the channel, I will do a channeled message or guidance at the very beginning and then move into the tarot reading, as soon as that channeled message is kind of finished. But if you are used to the channel, I'm basically going to dive right into the reading. I'll just tell you how I have set it up. We've got past, present, future, so we're just going to basically dive in. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? And see what we've been working on, how it's affecting us in the present, and our present energies, and where our trajectory and our energy is kind of focusing us in terms of what our future can possibly look like. And another thing, I am super excited. I've been working on this for a little while. You guys may or may not know that I've created a couple of my own oracle decks, and those are available for purchase on makeplayingcards.com. You can find the details below. But I decided to turn my Kindred Spirit Love Oracle. So this one on makeplayingcards.com, when you have the gold gilt, and I wanted to make it, available with that, it makes it quite costly. And so I was thinking of, okay, how can I bring this forward? And I've always wanted to write. So basically, I tried my hand at self-publishing. And you guys can now find the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle book on Amazon. I'll probably come up through like Barnes & Noble and iPad or Apple Store, shortly. So in the next week or two, but you guys watch out for it. You can go online. You can buy it in ebook, Kindle, Kobo, or you can buy the paperback copy. And essentially what you do is you just flip through intuitively, and then you would find your message that is meant for you. I used to do this with a book that my mom got me of quotes, and I found that it was really fun to use it intuitively like that. So that's where that idea came from. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I will put the details down below so that you guys can just click on a link in the future once it's all up and running in the ebook and the paperback copy. Right now it's priced at $22.99 US for the paperback and $7.99 for the ebook edition. All right, guys, so that's my kind of special announcement before we get into the reading. And now let's kind of dive in and see what's going on. If it's too loud, because it's raining, I have the door open here just to let some of the fresh air in. If it's too loud, just let me know, and I can close that door, and then you guys won't have traffic noise if you can hear it. So, all right, let's get started. What's this whole picture looking like? Because we know it's been intense. We know we can feel new coming in. We know we've put things to rest, and we have new ideas and concepts about what's to come. But there's also this really deep exhaustion that everybody has gone through at some point or another, likely in the past couple of years. Some people are just coming out of it and ready to rock. Some people are still struggling with, leaving addictions behind or looking at themselves in a confident way and what they can achieve versus being stuck in an old cycle of things being really difficult and challenging, poverty energies and that kind of thing, moving into abundance energies, closing off these cycles and just allowing ourselves to really soar in new ways. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have Mermaid in a Koi Pond. Rediscover your individuality. Become the dragon. Resonating to the number 5. So, in the past, we've been really reconciling who we are all in our own world, because when you're growing up, you have your family constructs of who you are. You have your societal construct of who you are. You have your friendships, and they help define who you are. You have all of these different energies in terms of an identity that formulates how you even perceive yourself. So in the past here, we've really been discovering our individuality. Who are we really? And untangling ourselves from toxic and or kind of improper ideas from the past that we may have bought into. And we've really been releasing this. Becoming the dragon is all about this transformation in confidence, security, independence. We've really been harnessing this energy in a different way. So in the past, we might have harnessed drama and chaos and kind of been more comfortable playing small, been more comfortable not really speaking out, being more of a wallflower. And now we're kind of going, okay, that worked for this amount of time, but now I'm really ready to speak my truth. I'm ready to actually be in the spotlight when, you know, the energies call for it. I'm ready to be, you know, successful and be a leader in my own life. I'm ready to achieve my dreams, my goals in my own life. So we've really had to break through a lot of limiting energies within ourselves, but also outside of ourselves. And that also, of course, includes removing ourselves from many a situation that wasn't really helping us thrive. Because that's what I feel like this collective or who's watching, we really want to thrive again. We want to feel that joy, that laughter, that connection. Many of us know that in order to have leadership and wisdom, we do have to go through these lessons. So it's not all for nothing, but there is this energy of just being tired of having to go through so much so often. And so let's continue checking in. Patience, please. I'm sure everybody, you know, watching is just going to go, ah! I was talking to a friend this morning and we're both Aries and we're thinking like, yeah, when you ask an Aries to be patient and the patient's request goes on and on and on and on, and you're just sitting there like, okay, when does it end? Like, when do I get to be a fire-breathing dragon again? When's the green light, the go time, you know, the hanged man energy coming up right and you're ready to rock and roll, divine timing, everything's come together and it's time. You're ready. We've been in this energy of wait, it's not that timing yet. Oh, just hold on. Just wait. Okay, relax, rest. Okay, while you're in this. So it's been really like fine tuning your ability to go with the flow of what is higher than you in terms of your independent ego self. So say the universe does need, you know, a couple months and you want it now. And you're, you know, inside, you're intuitively, spiritually going, I want the best for the long term. But your ego and your instant gratification desires are going, no, I want it now. Like, I can't wait one more fucking second. Then you're getting an override, which is going to help you in the long run because you don't want that old energy from the past, right? We don't need more tower energies for everything to come crumbling down because we are taking the time at the moment to build from nothing, basically, right? Build ourselves up again from a new self-perception of ourselves and the world. So it says what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. And that unseen, the mystery, the void, that has been a huge part of this patience. It's not only asking you to be patient, but it's asking you to trust your intuition that there is a greater plan, that there is going to be that moment where things do come through. It's really difficult when it's an extended period of time. Like I could say that I've had a repeating message coming in for a year, basically, of be patient. And it's like, okay, when you originally told me to be patient, I was thinking like a month or couple months, right? So our human expectations can hinder us a little bit in terms of getting agitated or frustrated with the process when we're required to be patient because there are unseen factors and a lot of different kind of interchangeable events because everything is cause and effect and there's other people's free will at play here. And so ultimately we are heading back into, you know, a beautiful energy with soulmates, you know, twin flames, divine unions, soul tribe. We're all working our way towards each other. And our higher selves are helping us get there. It's just a matter of sometimes we can be resistant and fussy, or bratty has come up in the past couple of months. And then we just kind of need to calm our energy so we can be more receptive. The Lady of the Lake, number 8, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. This one's been really big. So when we're changing our perception of ourselves, when we get those aha moments or those relationships, situations, interactions where we learn something about ourselves or our wounding style or attachment style, or say empathy, narcissism, codependency, interdependency, when we're learning about those, we get an opportunity to look at the past and go, oh, wow, okay, when I was overgiving, I was not allowing a lot of space for the other person to give too. And so by me overgiving, of course, I'm putting them energetically in a taking, like overtaking position. So when we learn these things, we can look back and go, okay, I could have done this a little bit differently, or maybe that was a mistake, or wow, I didn't realize that I did this, I feel guilty or ashamed about that and how I treated someone. And we work at how to resolve and how to provide closure for ourselves. Now, the Lady of the Lake, this is no nonsense. This is no bullshit. So if you used to be the type of person who would have a really high threshold for, pain or people taking too much, or even unfortunately abusive style relationships or high drama relationships, this energy is going like cutting through the illusions and sitting with the truth and allowing not only the truth to come in and receive it and hear it, but the truth to be spoken for you as well, right? So you're getting really clear with what you will and will not accept in your life. And there's more of an understanding as well with the healing work that you were doing of why some of the things happen. You may still have questions. Those will be answered in time. So it says, cheer up, live in the moment. So there's this element of whether it's, COVID-19, not being able to see family and friends, being isolated, changes in career, changes in relationship, all sorts of things could have happened for you or the viewer watching. Now, this energy of cheer up, when you're in a reactive state or a state where you can be easily triggered, you might find yourself, oh yeah, cheer up, being really intense, like camping, and reactory. But Spirit is saying, there, even in those times when, I'm just going to have a quick sip, even in those times when we are in a low, or we are in that patience, please pause for like a year or two, and you're going, come on, like, when's the cycle move? There are even the littlest things we can get excited about. Like today, I don't know about you guys, but in Canada here, we had a bit of a heat wave. No bueno for me. I don't like sticking to my car seat. I get grumpy when it's too hot. Like I think it was 36 or 38. And so today it's raining and I'm just like, it's raining. I'm so excited about the fact that it is raining. And yes, today is a good day. For me in particular, I feel like my energy is stable. I'm in pretty good mood. That's why I am bringing this reading towards you guys. But Spirit is saying, there's this energy of learning how to work with the energies when they're not really going or seemingly going in your favor. So when you're in that waiting period, when Spirit literally is saying you can't do anything right now, so figure out yourself while we're doing the grander scheme work. And that's kind of a snapshot of how I feel like it goes sometimes. They're saying, please find ways to be happy even in the times of struggle, or find ways to be joyful or connect with people even when you're struggling. So we kind of have to make it easier on ourselves when we're in those energies of reflection and healing and growth and transformation, because they are really challenging. They are really difficult. Those are the times where we might feel like giving up, right? And if you guys are enjoying the reading and you're not subscribed, feel free to just subscribe or give me a thumbs up on the link there. You can also hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I come on live again. So cheer up, live in the moment, moving farther away from hurt and wounds of the past and kind of edging towards looking forward to the future and what's happening. So we have transmutation. You have been bitten by a snake and are learning to transmute poison. This is powerful medicine and takes time and patience to understand. Once you have learned to withstand the poisonous bites of others, you learn to avoid danger and overcome painful circumstances. You are moving to a place of unawareness, or from a place of unawareness to healthy boundaries and protection from harm. So this one is really fantastic because, this is an energy of shaman energy, of healing energy, where if you never get bitten, you don't really understand those energies of betrayal or resentment or anger, in which you don't really have control over getting closure from. There are those cases where you don't get that luxury or opportunity because the person you're dealing with isn't willing or whatever it is. But there are sometimes those energies that have loose ends. You want to tie them off, you want to make them pretty, you want to understand it, but that doesn't happen no matter what you can do in your manifestation skills. Part of what this energy has been teaching us as a collective is how to actually transmute and overcome that pain when we don't get closure, when we don't get answers. What do we do about it? Are we going to stay stagnant? Are we going to stay small and put ourselves in kind of a constant cycle of confusion and chaos? Or are we able to heal excuse me, and navigate through that to a point where we can, if we may not feel like we've solved it all or understand it all, but at least we find ourselves at a point where we're willing to move forward. We're willing to understand that we've gained something from that snake bite, so to speak. This could be losing a friend. It could be losing a job. Could be the end of a relationship. Could be cheating or betrayal or lies, deception. Those energies here. But in the midst of this transformation of the self, there has been an energy of learning how to transmute pain into purpose. We also have a message from the past. So I know you are a soulmate and I use telepathy to send you support and love. So in your past, there was a prominent figure here, and this could have been someone who did bite you. And the understanding with that one is, you wouldn't let, you're pretty smart. You're pretty wise. You wouldn't let someone in if it was like blatant red flags or verbal abuse and are just being really obnoxiously arrogant and selfish right away. And so sometimes if you're learning how to put better boundaries in place, or you're learning about some of how your trauma from the past is being projected onto your partners, sometimes you need a soulmate to come in and help you with that, to be a catalyst for that, because you wouldn't let just anybody help you with that. So you need to have a trust energy that exists because you've likely had multiple past lives, or you have a very strong soul bond. So it's kind of a catch-22, but I call it the bait and switch. It has a very high purpose, but it really sucks when you go through it because you have this connection that you can feel spiritually. And then there's a whole lot of learning, mirroring, triggering, and that is there to help you see your wounds, right? So there is an energy that you were working with a soulmate from the past, and you guys may still be communicating with each other from your higher selves and trying to figure out what happened there. New beginning. So this is in the past position. So this indicates that, there is new energy connected with this past position. So there is something from what you learned, or a relationship from the past that is helping you propel you into this new beginning. In the past, this card says, you emanate a sexiness that I've never experienced before. I'm beguiled by you. So this soulmate or this connection, you are like very unique to this person. And perhaps this person was very unique to you. And you may not have met anybody like them before, and that was on purpose, right? And you still might think, wow, like that was pretty amazing, and be a little bit confused or uncertain about that. That's okay. You don't need to have all of the answers at this very moment in time. But there is this message coming through that no matter what is appearing on the outside of things, that person really, was very excited to meet you, very excited to spend time with you. And they found you very sexy, like very, mysterious as well. So that energy of being beguiled, like they just weren't sure of what to make of your energy. So that's not to say that you're too much or intimidating. It might have felt that way at the time, but you are a unique being. You are very strong and courageous and outspoken at times. Or even if you don't feel that way, your energy field is. You have a very strong energy field. And so this person, they do see you in a positive light, even if it's kind of their higher self energy. Okay, so present. Let's see what we've got going on in the present. Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. So, if you felt like there were injustices to you in the past, or you felt rather stagnant lately, or things just haven't been going your way, or you need a change of luck, these things are happening now. And that new cycle or new beginning, being in the past position, indicates that it's already been initiated. So you're not working towards starting it. It's already started. So we're already in a new cycle. Just know that even if you don't feel successful, or you don't feel like you've done anything with your life, or that you're worth anything. And I know that sounds bad, but a lot of us are going through these ups and downs where we have a lot of questioning of who we are, why we're here, if we should stay here, what our purpose is, like a lot of questioning. So this energy comes through to tell you, like, there are people that look up to you. There are people that admire your strength, no matter if they say it or not. They might feel jealous, but they feel jealous because they admire you. They want to know how the heck you can do what you do. And or keep going after so many struggles or things to overcome, right? And so just remember, you are a leader, and you do inspire this trust and confidence. So we also have the number 9 here. So when I think about the animal friends, I get this energy of kind of loneliness and isolation. And this can happen when you are transitioning into a new energy frequency or energy cycle, because if people do the work and evolve and change and grow as well, they might meet you on your path down the road immediately, or further down the road 10 years from now, who knows. But these people or situations you've had to let go of, it's leaving you in a little bit of a isolated position at this point. And so you might be really looking forward to making new friends, maybe not like 10 million, but you might really be looking forward to having a tribe that really knows you, your authentic self, who isn't intimidated, who, is really supportive of you, who's actually very happy to see you shine and soar and connect in healthier ways and all of these things. So if you're feeling a little bit lonely, pay attention to the animal totems or the animals in your life. Allow them to help you feel that energy of companionship, and know that that's not going to be forever. I know quite often we can feel like the lone wolf, and or totally alone, orphaned, abandoned. But there are animal energies around us. There are people around us that do really look up to us. And even if they don't say so, you are an inspiring person in somebody's life. You might have even saved a life just by being you. Ooh, whoops. We have winter coming through here. The answer to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. It's quite a pretty card. So we have this energy of patience in the past, and then we have this energy of the winter. So right now, what we're preparing for is a very stable foundation, long-term happiness, very purposeful, very authentic energies, setting us up for, a kind of a harvest coming up in the winter. And that's not too far away. We are in summer, right? So we have fall, winter. It really isn't too far away, guys. But it is saying that, keep working diligently, resting, having that balance of action and receptivity, and know that the spirit is working on something at least for the winter months here. Then we have communication, number resonating to the number 5. So there's a couple 5s that have already come up here. There is a need for communication here. And this communication might be coming in really soon, and or it might be coming in closer to winter. This could be an offer. It could be talking to friends. It could be tribe. It could be closure on a situation. Could be a new soulmate. Could be soulmate from the past. Could be both. But this is also requiring you to be very honest with your communication as well. So really standing in your integrity and using that intellect, but also using your heart and knowing you don't want to be super cold like winter. You can still be compassionate and speak your truth. Excuse me, but there is communication coming in, and that is a pretty big part of this energy, this present energy. We also have dreams. Believe in your dreams. So we have kind of like a little bit of a soulmate kind of vibe going on up in the top corner here. There's kind of like a couple lying down, and you might be connecting. There might be communication with a soulmate or a twin flame in your dreamscapes. So you might be talking to each other, trying to send messages in the dream realm, because if you're not super open with your emotions, then you might not be having that ease of telepathy or connection. And that other person who's not as open will find it easier to communicate with you through the dream realm, because you're already kind of more attached to that consciousness level. So pay attention to your dreams, because there is communication coming through there, or there might be messages coming through that are going to help you prepare for this kind of harvest coming up this winter. Past love. All right, interesting. So there is possibly communication coming through from someone you either had a past life relationship with and or had a relationship with in this lifetime, where there is a deeper spiritual connection. So there is an opportunity for reconciliation and transformation in a relationship gone awry. Someone may reach out to provide closure in the form of truth. It may be a relief, or it may be difficult to hear. It is important to listen to your intuition and take your time in responding to the situation from a heart-based and grounded space. It is your choice to make. So communication takes two, right? Someone needs to reach out, and then the other person needs to be receptive to listening. So there's definitely a confirmation if this message has been coming up for you, kind of being in an isolated energy, figuring things out on your own, and knowing that communication is coming through. You're just not sure when. But there definitely is this confirmation for you here, if you've been receiving this message, that this communication will either provide you the closure that you need to really blast off and move forward into a new relationship, and or it might in and of itself be a request to reconcile or start a relationship over, if that's something you're interested in. Of course, you have the power in that. You can just say no, and this is why, right? Nothing compares to your love. Please don't give up on love because of me. So either way, this soulmate wants you to be happy either way. their 3D self might obviously be upset if, say, they came forward and said, let's give this a go again. And you said, I love you, but I can't. Their ego self might be obviously upset about that, but truly they want what's best for you. So either way, whichever route you go, whatever communication this is coming through, they want you to be happy and not to give up on love, right? Just because it didn't work out in the past. Or you've been waiting quite some time, right? It feels like winter in your love life. That's another possibility of that winter card coming through too. So, and we have non-committal. So this was part of the issue, right? So with this past love, we had nothing compares. Please don't give up. So even though they were beguiled by you, they'd never experienced that energy before. So it took them by surprise. They weren't able to handle it. They weren't able to hi Charlotte, how you doing? Cope or show up in the way that they needed for you. And so it was a catalyst for both of you to evolve and change. But there is this energy of, at least in the past, someone was non-committal, and or in the present, you're not feeling like you want to commit with them. So that's fair enough either way. We also have, let's pick a safe word because I want to explore the shadows with you. So, this might be kind of like a sexually charged, passionate relationship. So you'd have to use your intuition as to what you want and how this person is coming towards you and what type of communication is coming forward as well. Is it worthy of you? Or are you going to wait for something better? Right? So it's going to be really interesting. It'll be different for each of you guys, but there does look like there is communication coming through here. And there's going to be a decision of whether to kind of be single and independent or wait for something different, or whether you want to, say, get married or be in a committed relationship and or start something new, maybe have a family. Like, there's definitely interesting, heavier energies coming through. Hi, Battle Fights. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And some of this is energy that has kind of been cycling around. So it's just waiting for that timing. And then we have the mermaid and the turtle. An elder will teach you. This is in our future position. So you might be learning something new, taking a new class, taking a new course, or working with a new mentor. This is energy that's, it was coffee. Coming through, resonating to the number 7. So there's a lot of help coming forward through your dreams too, and your ancestors. Just a lot of your chakras are aligning differently. I know it sounds funny when I say that, but it really does feel like we've gone through a big upgrade, no matter whether you think that's energetic upgrades coming through or simply the work that you've done to release some of the old things of the past. No matter what, you've changed, you've evolved into a different version of yourself. And so this is really neat that we have the mermaid and the turtle coming through, because it indicates the transformation in the emotional realm. Also, of course, the turtle just reminds us of how slow this transformation has been. Like, painstakingly slow. But slow and steady wins the race, right? And so we've taken the sacrifice in a short term, whether that's been a year or two or whatnot, to have this really strong foundation, really strong connection within ourselves, how we relate to the world, how we relate to nature. And there may be, you will either be this elder for others, and or there is an elder actually coming in to help you because you've done all that you can, right? Like, you really have been doing your absolute best. And so Spirit is saying, pay attention and be open when people come forward offering assistance. Of course, you need to use your discernment, but that's a given. Easy does it. So stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. So when we get impatient, we can want to take shortcuts and push things forward and take control and be like, fine, you want to do it, universe? I will, right? But once again, like this turtle energy, easy does it. turtles all the way down, okay? Turtles all the way down. If you rush something now, you're going to have to repeat it later. Surprise. So easy does it. It might feel really restrictive sometimes to be put in that hanged man position, but just know that, you know, if you hang in there and don't give up, eventually that energy will come back around for you to feel the rewards of. Love. Okay. So this energy, this connection is just taking its darn time. So there is a soulmate connection here that is kind of like, there is a level of choice here that's we've seen, right? But there's also an energy of destiny. So the universe is really conspiring to bring this opportunity to you. And you get to say yes or no, right? Or Spirit is really like urging someone to come forward to you, reach out to you, or you feel guided to reach out to somebody else. But there's definitely this kind of preordained, like this destiny energy, where you actually have this opportunity, whether you take it or not, or whether it's right for you or not, that's still in question. But it does involve this love partnership. It involves self-love, of course. It involves what you're passionate about in your life, but slow and steady, because there is this love requires a little bit more energy or input than maybe some others, just maybe because of your past history together, or your soulmate contract in this lifetime. They don't want to bring it in when it's not ready. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry. In the very beginning, we had cheer up, live in the moment, right? So Spirit is constantly reminding us here that even in the worst of times, even in those times when we're, it's out of our control, we can't really move anything forward because we're not meant to. We're meant to be healing. We're meant to be introspecting, doing slow, steady steps. Dolphin is reminding us this love, these goals of yours, your purpose isn't going anywhere. Keep on keeping on at your pace. So whatever this is, this purpose, this destiny, this path, this new idea, this new job, this new partnership, whatever it is, it's requiring a slow and steady pace. And it's also will be assisted if both parties are a little bit more playful and lighthearted about what's to come in the future. You both may have had past energies that were catalysts, like that transmutation, being bitten. None of us like that. We don't like having to transmute poison. No, thank you, right? Would rather not be bitten than have to do that. However, you've learned a valuable lesson now. You've learned to protect yourself in different ways, emotionally, right? So here we go. Love is coming in. It's here. And it's like, I just see this picture of, when aircraft come in for a landing and it's not quite good. It's like, okay, then they'll do a flyby. So they will circle around and they'll wait. And they might circle around for half hour or an hour even. And then they come in for a landing. So that's the kind of energy I feel like is attached to some of these soulmate relationships. Do your absolute best to find some joy in the little things. You could go get yourself crystal. I like it. It's sparkly. It brings me a little bit of joy. So whatever it is for you, get your rain boots on, go jump in some puddles if it's raining for you as well. Do what you can. Freedom. Woo! This came up in my TikTok video as well. If you haven't found me on TikTok, I just started on that. So it's Mollie Kindred Soul Guide. You can find me over there for little snippet readings. This is an equal match that values independence and personal freedom. Both parties are able to support one another, and the combined total of your energies will bring beautiful creation into being. So it could be family, could be a business, could be a home, could be all of them. Work together to build your dreams and manifest leadership within each of you. Oh, there's So that's another energy of the dreams too, right? So you could be building dreams in collaboration with someone. Someone else's dreams might be in sync and in unison with yours. So you're really going to come together and build something fantastic. Spiritual freedom is supported when two souls journey together in unity consciousness. So this separation or this time of patience and waiting has all been about you gaining confidence, gaining security, gaining a better understanding of how you interact and engage with people and what you want, right? Maybe you were non-committal in the past and now you're like, okay, I'm actually done with dating and being a free spirit because I actually do want to commit, but I want to commit and be free. And so now you're seeing, yeah, that is possible because you control that, not somebody else. You are responsible for your freedom with and without a relationship. So this is saying that there's two people that really value freedom, value independence, and they're willing to come together and build something really amazing. And of course, it can signify being happy together. And your worry is kind of fading away. Like you're done with being worried all the time. So this is part of why this hasn't come together quite yet. I have a toxic mindset. You're better off distancing yourself right now. So if you've gotten messages that it's just not the right timing, there is someone that's either you or your person that's just releasing a little bit more of that restrictive energy. Like, no, I can't do that. Or insecurities, I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough money, or they're too good for me, or that kind of energy can hold them back, right? So even if they are an amazing person, you can't convince someone of that if they don't believe it themselves. So as soon as they believe that themselves and go, you know what? I'm good just the way I am right now. And I'm going to make that effort and I'm going to come forward to you, make that offer. That's when it comes in. Telepathy. Okay, so we've had multiple messages coming through about communicating in the dreams, no matter whether it's a twin flame energy or not. And if you have never heard of the twin flame energy, if you don't understand it, if you're like, what is this? Don't worry about it. It's just a label that we've put on a type of soulmate relationship where there's a lot of mirroring, there's a lot of triggering, and it's, very tumultuous. No matter what, it's still a soulmate energy. So let's just break it down and say there's a lot of people watching or who will catch the replay where you're speaking telepathically. And this has come up in the past. And I always say, you don't have to speak with someone telepathically. Usually it's a higher self coming through. So it's, it shouldn't be anything sort of negative or toxic coming through for you. But if it is, or you're not interested and you've made a decision to move forward and you don't want to talk with that energy, you can just simply cut it off. I'm not interested, not going to communicate with you. Right? So, the energy I get right now is that this is kind of meant to help you and assist you and move forward. So I don't feel like there's anything to kind of hide from there, but you go with your own intuition. And so last card, I want to lick you like a lollipop should be licked. So there's some playful energy. It's not going to be, it's about the maturity here. It's about the longevity. It's about the partnership. It's not just about the sex or the passion in this particular relationship here coming up in the future. That might obviously be a part of it, but there's also this companionship energy and friendship that will take you through the years. When that honeymoon energy kind of fades out, you're not going to be left going, oh, well, I don't actually really know you, because you're actually really focusing on your connection together. Sorry if George barks. My neighbors just came up the driveway. So, all right. So there we have it. I have one card left, and I wanted to show you guys a card from this morning that I pulled in the TikTok video because it's just so beautiful and relevant. The lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for life and your tribe. This kind of sums up everything, right? You are like the people who you surround yourself with. So are you surrounding yourself with people who motivate and inspire you? You know, maybe some people who you look up to and you're like, wow, you are really smart. You have a lot of experience. I want to learn from you. You know, or are you surrounded by people who you think you're better than because you want to feel special? I know that sounded kind of snarky, but it is. So just be aware that in your tribe, there's going to be an equality that exists on a level of which you're all go-getters. You all have a kind of fiery energy or an independent energy. And you might all express this in totally different ways, right? One might be an entrepreneur. One might be a manager somewhere. One, I don't know. You know what I mean? But there's definitely this kind of merging and combination of higher calling, tribe, and love. In addition, of course, your foundation as an individual. So there's a lot going on here, as we can see by the energies coming through. Oh, this is so cute. No surprise here, guys. We had it once. Spirit's reiterating. So Spirit has come through multiple times in this reading about telepathy. We had patience, please. And surprise, surprise, this is our message, final message, the heron, patience. So create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. If it triggers you to take time alone because you feel like you've already been alone for so long, just recognize this is the end of the cycle. Like it's the final countdown. Maintain that calm and that peace that you have worked so hard for, right? That peace of mind. You've come through a lot. You've done so much healing. You know yourself in ways that you probably never thought you would know yourself. You might be curious and confused about the state of the world and kind of what goes on in terms of justice and balance and that kind of thing. But focus on yourself right now. Focus on the little things. Try to find those points of joy and happiness that you can. Go play with your friends, right? Go for a little walk. Connect with people you haven't connected with before. Try new things. If someone asks you, hey, do you want to do something? And they say, do you want to try stand-up paddling? And you're like, oh, I've never tried that before. But you're up for it, but you're a little bit hesitant. Go for it, right? Bring in some new energy. If you've been feeling stagnant, then say yes to some invitations coming your way. Patience will bring rewards. So Spirit is reminding you, this patience isn't all for nothing. This slow and steady, this turtle medicine, easy does it is for a reason. We don't want to burn out. Like when these opportunities come, we need to be ready. We need to be rested. We need to be clear mentally. We need to be peaceful in our heart. So that's a lot of what we've been working on. Okay. So I'm going to have a little sip of water. There's not too many people on live. So if you would like a personal card pull, I'll pull an animal card for you. So if you'd like a card, just play yes or put yes, please in the comments there, and I will pull a card for you if you so desire. So yeah, I hope that you guys are doing well. And I do feel like there is something like really big changes coming up, and it's going to be pretty wild. And it has been a long time. Like if you've been watching, I've said this multiple times. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, it has been the slowest moving energy I've ever experienced, right? It really is like that Page of Pentacles, that turtle, like, whoa, slow. So if Spirit is taking its sweet time with that, it's probably pretty important to your path, right? So just recognize that as well. There's a reason why it's requiring so much patience from you and self-focus, right? As soon as you start judging or focusing on someone else, friend, family, Oh, right. Okay. How do I turn that back on myself and go rest, go play, or do some introspection? So, Heidi, I'm glad that you caught it from beginning to end too, and I'm glad that it resonated with you as well. So, Heidi, let me know if you want a card pull. I'm going to pull for Charlotte here, and then if you'd like one, just let me know, and I will. So this is for Charlotte. Ooh, I like it. You've got the moose. Wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you, you know much. So, of course, the antlers here are reaching up to, the stars, the ancestors, the universe. So you're probably finding you might be seeing colors differently. You might be connecting in, having more psychic activity. Your dreamscape might have more animal totems and or people from your past or deceased past over loved ones. But there's definitely something happening in your mind. So you've got a really clear mindset when it comes to something. And so, the ancestors and spirit is going to bring something through you. And so using you kind of as a conduit or channel to bring something through. So stay open when you get these ideas. They're going to be more of like a mental thought. So when I think about that and some of the energies that came through the general reading, watch your dreams, right? Watch your dreams and watch those daydreams and those thoughts, because one of those might be this aha moment where you go, whoa, that's my new thing. Like I'm going to be focusing on that. So Heidi, this is your message here. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Butterfly, rebirth. I was walking the other day and I stumbled upon hundreds of those monarch butterflies. Or they might not be totally monarch, but those big yellow ones and the black ones, they were on the beach. And there was probably 100 of them, and they just all... So I'll try to post that video soon on my Instagram, but you can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So this is all about kind of a deep acceptance of how much you've changed and evolved. And especially in the past little while, like you're a different person than you were a couple of years ago. And there's this vulnerability and this tenderness and this softness, but there's also this excitement about this new you and what you get to accomplish in the world. So you do have dreams, you do have goals, and there may have been setbacks and challenges, but you now are a new version of yourself. And spirit is bringing up rewards again and kind of saying this patience, this evolution, this transformation will bring rewards your way. It's just a matter of not putting a time limit on when those rewards come through, right? So very beautiful energy coming through for you. Love all of yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, if we want to bring up the Western movie there. Love all of yourself, all of everything that you've been through. All of it has made you this beautiful, beautiful spirit, and you have so much to offer and bring through. But you just being you and taking your time, taking a moment to rest and to breathe, that's good enough as well. So you're welcome, Charlotte. And battle fights, if you are here, if you want a card, just let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope you have a great Sunday. And I know you guys are all amazing navigators and alchemists, so that you are doing your absolute best with the energies that we've got. And I hope all of us, get to feel that joy of soaring and that joy of the rewards coming through after so much hard work and staying patient and connecting in new ways. So I think that's everybody for cards. I don't see any more. Sometimes it lags a little bit, so I like to give it a minute here. But it looks like everyone's good. Sorry if I missed anybody who's catching the replay, but there's so many messages. I don't feel like I'm going to pull for anybody that's not on or asking for it today, just because my voice is starting to go a little bit too. But take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, lots of love. Ciao for now. Bye.